everyone, my name is Japneet Kaur and welcome back to This in Canada. I hope you are all happy, healthy and fine. In this video, we will talk about the list of important documents that you need to bring as an international student while coming to Canada. So we will discuss about the documents that you will require to show at airport, also the important documents that you require when you will be applying for PR in Canada. Doesn't matter which way you will be applying your permanent residency, but you need some important documents which you should carry with yourself from India. I'm sorry if it is very windy and you have to hear wind noise a lot. This is how it is in Canada. It can be very windy sometimes. So without any further ado, let's start. Also, if you know about any document which I haven't provided in the video, please do comment. So let's discuss about the important documents that you will be required to show at airport. I know right now the flights are banned from India and Pakistan, but I hope that soon it will be open and you guys can come to Canada and start your studies. So the first important thing that you should carry with yourself in your carry-on bag is your university or college offer letter. So the signed offer letter that you will get from your college or university, you should bring it with yourself, and that offer letter you might have to show at India airport and also at Canada airport. The second important thing that you need to bring when you are coming to Canada and they might check at airport is LOA, that is letter of acceptance. It's a very important document and you should bring LOA with yourself. Third important document they might or might not ask you to show at airport is the loan document and the wire. So you will pay your first semester fees maybe via wire transfer. You should have the document that states that you have given the fees to the university or college. So you should have that wire transfer document and also the other loan document or the GIC certificate. Also don't forget to bring all the documents that you get when you submit your student visa and you get your student visa approval. When you will get your student visa approved, you might get some documents, so bring the documents with yourself. And the other documents you should carry with yourself is your IELTS scorecard and your GRE scorecard. If you have given GRE, then that's fine. If you don't, then it's okay. But keep a photocopy and keep the original scorecard with yourself. So these were all the documents that you might require at the airport. Now let's move forward to the important documents that are required during your permanent residency. I applied through provisional nominee program, so there are some documents which are required in PNP and there are some documents which are required in PR. So you should bring all of them because then it becomes easier for you to apply. So when these PNP options get open and you need those documents. So the first important document that you need and which I forgot in India was my birth certificate. I forgot my birth certificate, and for provisional nominee program of Ontario and I think for other PNP as well, you need your birth certificate. Anyways, if you are not applying through PNP and you are applying directly PR through either Express Entry or any other form of PR, you should bring your birth certificate. They might ask for birth certificate when you are applying for PR. So I forgot birth certificate in India. And key point to remember here is that if your birth certificate is not in English, you can get it translated in Canada. You can. And if your birth certificate is already not in English, try to get translated it from India itself. And I'm not talking about the translation which lawyers do. That is, they translate your birth certificate from your regional language to English and then they notarize and sign and stamp it. That won't work because the notarized and the stamp is only valid for 6 months. And if you are applying your PR after 1 year or 2 years, then that document is not valid. Out that you get your birth certificate translated from municipal corporation itself or wherever in India you get your birth certificate. So if you can get your birth certificate in English, you don't need to get it translated and notarized from Canada. It will save you money and it will save you additional step. But anyways, if your birth certificate is not in English, it is very simple to get it translated from Canada. And the other important documents which are required during permanent residency application is your bachelor's degree if you are applying after master's, and if you are applying after bachelor's, you need your +2 degree from India. You will have your master's degree and bachelor's degree from Canadian University or your diploma from Canadian College. Documents you require from India are your either bachelor's degree or your +2 certificate. Whether you are coming after bachelor's or master, either to do diploma or to do master's or to do undergrad, bring your 10th certificate, +2 certificate and your bachelor's degree. And if you have done master's from India, bring your master degree as well. Your 10th certificate is not required that much, but it is important that you should bring with yourself. Also, when you will be applying for Canadian University, you will be requiring your bachelor's transcript, right? An additional copy of that bachelor transcript with yourself. You will not require it anywhere, you just need your bachelor's degree, but just in case you require, you should have that with yourself. And the next document you should bring with yourself is the job experience letter. If you have any job experience from India or any internship experience, you should bring that certificate with yourself. And if you have gap between your studies from the time you applied to Canadian University and you completed your studies in India, you should bring some documents in order to show your gap. Maybe you have given some entrance exam, maybe GATE, maybe GRE, GMAT or any other exam you have given. You should bring that document with yourself, because during PR process they will ask you what you have done in your past 10 years, and at the end bring any extracurricular activity document you have. You might have participated in some activity in your college or school. Bring all the documents you have got of your participation or any achievement during your studies in India. These were all the documents that you will require in Canada, either at airport or while you are applying for this video. Please do subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and also share with your friends and family. And I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.